The YouTube out here, and I have to go over the I have to go over this. Something I need to do, and I've been meaning to do it, and I can tell you right now. Before I start this video, I want to say I don't got nothing against homosexuals. I got nothing against the transgender. Even though transgender, yes, it's been going on for a very long time. Like in the movie, they were showing in Once Bitten, Jim Carrey, the comedian's first, major big film. And in that movie, if you watch it, there's transgender men in there. And when I first saw that, I thought it was funny as hell. I mean, I'm not gay. I wouldn't go transgender, and I'm not gay. I wouldn't go gay, but I have gay people that are friends, relatives that are gay. I ain't got nothing against it. But going over this, I am Cait. Oh my God. Mr. Bruce Jenner. Now, like I said, I ain't got nothing against homosexuals, transsexuals, or transvendite, whatever you want to call them, trannies. They're going to do what they're going to do it. None of my business. Don't care. Love Rob Halford at Judas Priest, and if I was to get to meet the guy, or if I could meet the guy, son of a bitch, put me on the stage with him, I'll let him smack my ass. Alright? But the whole Bruce Jenner thing to me, is a joke. And I see him being a joke. And I've been trying to stomach what I can of the show. And I'll tell you right now, I can't watch most of it because it's just, to me, fake. I give it a couple years, and Bruce Jenner is not going to be lasting in the tranny world. Give it 2 or 3 years. With his attitude, I don't know. Maybe you'll go through it just fine, but I don't think you'll last. I'm going to tell you why. Now, before I go on talking about Miss Caitlyn Jenner, the jokester, I gotta say, yes. When I was a kid in 1976, when Bruce Jenner won the Olympics gold medal, and Jesus Christ, it was all over the news, 76, I believe, I was like 3 years old, so 4 or 5, I'd say about 1979. Bruce Jenner, 78, 79, 5 years old, I started waking up to the world, and of course, Bruce Jenner was still going strong with that. Let alone did he win, training himself and whatnot, and making a big name for himself from coming from nowhere, which to me is something I use to people every day in my, normal conversations. This person made it from the bottom, this person made it from the bottom, and to me, I remember looking at the, of course, the first box of Wheaties he was on. I mean, he made it on Wheaties, for Christ's sakes. And I can tell you right now, I hate that cereal. I'm sure everybody hates that cereal. You need to douse it with sugar. You need to, hold your nose while you chew it, whatever. But when I seen that guy on that box of Wheaties, I want Wheaties. It was like, damn, I kicked right off into the follow mode. Hey, he's an Olympic gold star medalist. Holy shit. And, I wanted to, big influence. So, of course, I made my mother go buy the Wheaties. I started eating. I'm like, what the hell is this? I mean, of course, after that dumb sugar on it, it tasted good. But I was eating it. And he made me eat Wheaties. I don't eat it now because, whatever, I should, but I don't. try to minimize myself on stuff, but I mean, there's other cereals out there you can eat that are healthy besides Wheaties. Back in the day, that was the health food nutcase thing job to eat, but it was the only reason why I bought Wheaties back then, or had my mother's buy them, whatever. And, of course, after a while, yeah, he was in the public's eye, but of course he wasn't as famous, but I knew he was out there, and I knew he was, I still look up to him for that moment in life, history. And then when the Kardashians, I hate saying their fucking name because they're losers, unexperienced people. And I think in my eyes that they wouldn't even be on TV if it wasn't for Bruce Jenner. But I call them the Kardashians, right? But anyways, I could go on rambling all day about them people. And this ain't what I'm here for, but when I seen him come on this show with these people, when they bursted into the public eye, I thought to myself, what the hell are you doing, man? What the fuck? What happened to this guy that don't need nobody? Trains for himself. Does for himself. It was like, I don't know, and then to find out that the Kardashians are related to the man who got O.J. Simpson out. That even makes it more worse. I mean, just don't want to try and get into them because it's a whole nother video and I got to do a whole nother thing. I'll be here all night. But to find out their background and who they are, unexperienced, I'll just call them very unexperienced and untalented. And to see Bruce Jenner with him, it just, I don't know, I had my doubts, whatever. But I left it alone until they started getting cocky. And now I see Bruce Jenner getting cocky. I see Bruce Jenner all of a sudden want to be a tranny, which, hey, that's what he wants to be, so be it. But when I was watching the interviews, watching the new show, to me, I see nothing but a fake individual that is, I don't care what anybody says, I think he's doing it for publicity, which he said in his interview he's not doing it for publicity. Well, I'm not doing it for publicity, I'm not doing it for people's likers, I'm not doing this and this, but there yet he blows up Twitter. He's just shows, bang all over the place. He's doing all this great stuff, and, it's just, I'm not doing it for this, I'm doing it for me. He puts out there, and he ain't doing it for him. I think he's selfish. He's doing it for him, but I also think he's doing it for the money is right. Just the money. Of course, he does. You see how fast this comes out after he kills a woman. Now it's in the news that he's gonna maybe get manslaughter, but I can see that getting swiped under the carpet just like O.J. Simpson. Yeah. Due to the fact that, he lives with people that their daddy put O.J. out on the street. Killing his wife. You can say what you will, but when them, just not to blow out of proportion and get off track here, but of course when you see how O.J. Simpson acted when he wanted his sports memorabilia back, and how he acted and performed and now he's in jail for it. Hey, that only leads to one thing. Your hot-tempered ass killed your wife. But anyways, all I'm saying is I think this I Am Cait. And I was watching the show, and one of the transgender women there, guy is a woman, I'll call him the he-she, in which is Bruce is, because he went from a he to a she, the he-she, not a ball bust, but all the people he met, and they were around in a group, And one of them asked him, how you doing with this? And how you doing with that? And how? And I noticed, and of course, to me, putting this on air had a lot of balls, because if he's still saying, like the lady said to his face, we're not they, and we're not them. We're us. We're people too. And, basically just saying Bruce is still calling them, and they. And now, to me, if you're going to be a transgender, you don't have 6 fucking kids. To me, if you're going to be transgender, you don't go adopt. How many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more kids. How many are there fucking in the Kardashian family, which I don't really give 2 shits about? So you don't have 6 kids of your own. You don't go adopt these kids, bring them in, and then you're on an interview talking about, oh, why don't you transgender over completely and chop that pecker off? Why don't you do that, Bruce? Or should I say Caitlyn? Oh, because I'm not ready for that. Da-da-da-da. Oh, I like to kick ass, too. Well, you don't think you can kick ass as a woman? Which you kind of think you're doing, but I don't see it. All I see is a very arrogant, selfish person. And women are the he, she's he's hanging around with. See how confusing this is? Because here you are, and why I say he's selfish. You bring in 6 kids to this world from 3 different women at that. To me that's selfish. Because you been this man figure, you have daughters at that. How are you going to give away your last 2 daughters, whatever their names is, Caitlyn or fucking, I don't know, the Kardashian, Caitlyn, Jenners, whatever. How are you going to give them daughters away if you're a woman with breasts? And what if they wanted a man to give them away? Everybody in your family supposedly all about this. They're good for it, but I still think you're selfish. I still think that you have a lot of growing up to do, and you did this the wrong way. You shouldn't have raised kids. And then all of a sudden, you know what I think? I think Bruce Jenner, to me, is that this is what I think happened, because of the simple fact that the Kardashians are so popular now. He feels left out. He wants to do something of his own. And I'm going to say this before it blows out of the freaking ass of everybody in this show. And yeah, I think that he did this because they got famous and pushed him aside. Yes, I can just say, yeah, he could. If he had this problem when he was a kid, then he should have stuck with it, not hide it. How many transgender men has already coming out and they're on his show, for Christ's sake? There's a lot of them. And like I said in the movie Once Bitten, that came out in 1985. So people back then transgendering, why didn't he come out in 85? Why didn't he just stop the nonsense of being the man, wanting to knock up women, and just go do it? Not hide this lie all his life. He should just did it. Maybe people would have took it in back then and said, wow, oof, a woman. I remember when I first saw, well, to my eyes, the first woman, or what the hell was it? Yeah, the man, the he, she, I gotta call him because I get confused here, but a guy turned woman, chopped off his junk, put in the vagina, and he did it. And I remember the interview. I watched the interview, I believe it was in 98. So, I mean, yeah, you transgenders have been around. But I think this was the first woman to chop it off. That's what they said in the video of the show when I was watching it, whatever. Just to, I wasn't, like, oh, you're sick, stupid, what the fuck's wrong with you? I actually joked around and said to one of my buddies, hey, I'd screw that. But, no respect. It was a joke, but it was like, wow. That's a man. You know, it was like, what the hell? But yeah, it was just like, all right, it's no different from someone turning gay. I got fucking gay cousins. I had a gay cousin passed away. I still got, they're out there. Proud to be a cousin of one, of a homosexual. It doesn't matter to me. But it's just the fact that the way Bruce Jenner did it, to me, it seems fake. It looks fake. And to watch his shows and to see what he's been doing and these real transgender he, she's, I see him looking at him like, hey, we're not they and we're not them, and giving him that look. Are you really ready for this? To me, it looks like they're asking if he's really ready for this. Are you ready for this? And he's over there, and just to see Bruce Jenner's face and expressions, that's where it gives me the thought of, wow, I think he's a fake. He rolls his eyes when he talks. He looks like he's can't even open them all the way. I mean, what is wrong with him? The way he just presents himself to when he goes to his friends in the show and all this, it's just like, hey, I'm here, and hey, what do you think? And like, I don't care what you're thinking. It's that vibe attitude. That's what I feel that Bruce Jenner got an attitude. I don't care what you think. I don't care what, even like the transgender community, I don't care what you think. I'm doing it Bruce's way, Caitlyn's way. That's the way I'm getting the vibe from him. I mean, it's just, to me, yeah, growing up with this guy, and then he goes and does this, and then to see the respect that he's not given to be one of these transgender, to me, is just like, wow. I mean, what? I just need to put my 2 cents out on this because of the cocky arrogance that I've now learned of Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn, whatever you want to call them, and even at that, having a cocky attitude like the Kardashians, right? Kardashians. They all got cocky attitudes. Even Bruce now has a cocky attitude. And I must be living with them, or vice versa, them living with him. Whatever it is, I don't know. And I can see the expressions on people's faces, and that's how psychiatrists study people and how they look and talk. And when he did his interview with, the first time coming out as Cait, and just the way he was talking and pronouncing himself, and yeah, even saying, oh, I'm not doing this for the publicity. And there he is, I'm number 1 on Twitter, making a big show and making a big deal of it. You know what? Right, when Sonny Bono, and Cher, their daughter went from a he. I mean, it came out, but did he blow it out in proportion like Bruce Jenner? No. I've even looked up on RuPaul, and did he come out arrogant, as cocky as a she like Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn? No. I've seen him as a person to say, this is me, and they go with the flow. But him, it's like, me, yeah, whatever. Shut up, I know this, and now I feel great, don't you? And then it's like he's trying to push his she on you. He's trying to push it on you. It's like, let's have some fun, let's get happy. Don't you like this? And then I see him giving his, talks about, this is me, and don't you like it? And he just wants everybody to like him now, or, it's like, push my stuff on you. Which these other people I can see, like RuPaul and Chaz Bono, I could see them not pushing it on people. They just did it. And, even though they talked to Bruce, Caitlyn, it's still, you can see how they're like, yeah, all pushing it on the people like Bruce does. Check me out, you like it, no, then he leaves. And then he gets his answer, and then like the store clerk, he went to see to fix his helicopter. He went in, hey, how do I look? Nothing's changed. And he's in there making all these gestures of nothing's changed and how's it look, and it's like he's throwing mixed signals that I can see. I don't care what anybody says. Call me a hypocrite or racist or whatever you want to call me towards this, but I see Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner as a fake. And I'm putting it down on video right now for the simple fact that, right, I don't like people who are fake, and I see how he is in his shows and how he interacts with people and how he looks at people and how he talks and approaches, and it's not right. It's not the right way of where he's going. He's pushing this on the public. He's pushing this on the people to say, hey, I'm better than Bruce. You like me better than Bruce? I'm not Bruce no more, and now I cannot live a lie no more. You know what? Honestly, Caitlyn Jenner, if you wanted to do this, you should have did this back in '85 and not been selfish with yourself and have all these kids, adopted kids, and then turn the knob of being who you are. Yeah, I would have accepted it, but now I don't accept it because I can see you're an egotistical asshole. Another one with an ego. And then you're on your show saying, oh, let's break some more records. Thought you weren't on there to break records. I thought you weren't on there to get more publicity out of your change. It was supposed to be for you, not to push on to the public and say, hey, this is me now, and have everybody like you because you're Caitlyn. And that's where I get the vibe from. And as a person that, don't hang around with transgenders too much, but don't have a damn thing wrong with it, but to see the attitude you give and then you push it on their community and you go in that community of transgender and then you're pushing it on them like you are to the people. Yeah, see what I mean? Your ego's too high, and I think it's all going to blow up in your face in the end, and that's all I got to say. This Caitlyn Jenner is a fake, and I can see it flopping in the end. Just like the Kardashians, whatever. I don't even fucking like saying them people's name. And I can see where they all live and span wide and how you all fit together. You're a perfect family for yourselves. Of how rude and ignorant and how you like to push yourself on people. Because you want them to think you're so popular and you're not. Not even talented, you have no experience, you contradict yourselves, that's for sure. Anyways, YouTube, I'm done wasting my breath, but I had to get it out, because this whole transgender thing and Bruce going here now, from when Bruce should have done it back in his heyday. I'm sorry, but I see Bruce just being a jerk. Straight up jerk, and he should have done it back then, not now, and just taken it to a whole new level of egotism. It's disgusting. It's dumb. And I've lost all respect for the man, woman, he, she, whatever. Lost all respect for him because of his attitude. Now he came out with how he was not going to do something, and then he does it anyways. That's all. He's a, hypocrite. Anyways, YouTube, transgender nation, homosexuals, whatever, all gay pride, stay strong. I mean, don't commit suicide on stuff. Geez, who gives a shit what anybody thinks of you? You're in your own world. You're in your own place. You're in your own free spirit. Live it. Just like, hey, I used to get picked on. The bullies picked on me. I picked back. Pick back. Who cares? You who of what you are, be it. But follow Bruce Jenner, you're going to end up being fake, just like him. And I can see it all day, man. Unraveling. And everybody will find out, and that's why I'm doing this video now. This is fakeism is coming. Other than that, everybody, big, huge salute. Take care. Be safe. Till the next video out.